Good morning, dear students of class 12. Welcome to the English online learning class. Today we are going to further revise formal replies, acceptance and refusal in the form of a note. Now, when we receive an invitation, RSVP, which means responde play, it reply please. Courtesy says that we must inform the person who has invited us whether we have accepted the invitation or regret to accept it. Now, we keep these things in mind. First is acknowledge the invitation. You have received it, you have to acknowledge it. Then express thanks because it's a formal invitation, so it should be done in third person. It need not be signed at the end. When accepting, you have to confirm date and time. And when you are declining the invitation, you have to give reason and convey your best wishes. Give date and address at the top left hand. Now, let us work on this formal acceptance, which we have received in the form of a card. So it would be in the form of a note, a formal note of acceptance. You are Mr. Ajay Kumar of 7th Park Avenue, Delhi. Draft a reply accepting an invitation to attend a housewarming party hosted by your colleague. So you have received a formal invitation card. So you would be giving your acceptance in a formal manner. Now, date and address. It will be written in third person. Mrs. and Mr. Ajay Gupta thank Mrs. and Mr. Satish Sharma for their kind invitation on the housewarming party on 17 January 2017 at 11 a.m., which they are delighted to accept. It is their great pleasure to attend the ceremony. So what you've noticed, the language is formal. You have acknowledged the invitation. You have mentioned the day, date, time and place, and you have given your acceptance and best wishes. Now see how you are going to work on the formal refusal. You are Mr. Ajay Gupta of 7th Park Avenue, Delhi. Draft a reply of refusal expressing inability to attend a housewarming party hosted by your colleague. Your address, then date and address. Address and date can also be, date can be written after the address. Both are correct. Mrs. and Mr. Ajay Gupta thank Mrs. and Mr. Satish Sharma for their kind invitation on the housewarming party on this date at this time, but regret their inability to accept the same due to urgent and unavoidable assignment abroad. So you have regretted and you have given the reason. First thank, then regretted, and then given the reason. So keep these points in mind when you are drafting a formal reply of acceptance and regret. Now remember, if you received a formal card of invitation, formal acceptance and regret has to be done in the form of a note. So whenever you are attempting your answers, read the question carefully and see what the question demands and accordingly write the answer. So spend some time in reading the question, and it is always advisable that you practice a variety of questions, and after practicing these questions, make sure that you get it checked by your teacher. Now, formal invitation in the form of a letter. This is the second variety that we are doing just now. Now, if you have to invite a specific individual, a person, or you are inviting him to be the chief guest of a function, first you have to seek that person's permission about his availability before getting the cards printed. So in that case, you are going to write a formal letter of invitation. Let us look at this question. You are Neha Nakul, the President of English Literary and Cultural Society of Government Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 19, Chandigarh. You have to organize an interzonal declamation competition on the topic Communication skills are very important in the modern world at +2 level. You wish to invite Dr. Shailesh Gupta, an eminent educationist, to preside over the function to be held on 16 January 2017 at 9:30 p.m. So first your address, then date, then the address of the person whom you are sending the invite. I'm reading it out for you. Government Model Senior Secondary School, Sector 19, Chandigarh, 16 January 2017. There is a small mistake here. Since the function is to be held on 16 January, you have to write 10th January, little before. Now, Dr. Shailesh Gupta, Head of the Department, English, Chandigarh University. Subject, invitation to preside over interzonal declamation competition. Then, sir, the English Literary and Cultural Society of our school is organizing an English declamation competition on the topic Communication skills are very important in the modern world. Okay, it is on 21st January 2017. So the date is correct at 9:30 a.m. in the school auditorium. So you've given date, day, date, time and place. Now here you are asking the person kindly consent to preside over the said program. Or you can also write kindly confirm whether you will be able to accept the invitation, and then yours sincerely, Neha Basin, President, Literary Society. You can write kindly confirm your acceptance also. Now what you have seen in this letter is in the form of a formal letter. It's a letter of invite. So you have mentioned what is going to take place, when, where, and then you have asked the person whom you are inviting whether he will accept the invitation or not. Kindly inform you, say by on your email ID to enable you to make further arrangements related to the program. So we stop here today. Whatever questions you have been discussed with you, there are practice questions also given after this. This is from your study material of English writing skills. So make sure you practice the questions and then show them in your offline classes. Thank you, students.